Well, anyone who's planning a wedding or has already planned a wedding, they know it's not cheap, and like many other industries, costs only going up right now.
In the last decade, the price of a wedding in Michigan has jumped by nearly 50%. Rob Westerby here to break down those costs and the places that you can still find some savings. Good morning.
Good morning. It's less places than just the different way of doing things. Yeah. Now, June, of course, is a big month for weddings, and the national average cost for a wedding is $33,000, or at the average of 116 guests, $284 per guest. And the average cost of a wedding in Michigan is $28,330. Now, this is all according to weddingwire.com, which works hand in hand with The Knot, a name you probably know. The most expensive single item in a typical wedding is the reception venue, and the smallest, believe it or not, tends to be the bride's dress. Now, there are theories about all these high costs. One of them is that couples who met and fell in love during the pandemic put off getting married, and now the demand for venues and wedding supplies has gone through the roof. And the average cost of a wedding depends on which generation you belong to. The average Gen Z wedding costs around $27,000. The average cost for a millennial wedding is $38,000. The average cost for a Gen X wedding, $23,000. One Michigan bride-to-be says she's saving by having friends and family provide services and by designing her own invitations, all things that you usually pay somebody else for.
Like the designing myself and everything, so if you can kind of save some money there, that was great.
Doing DIY stuff is definitely something, signage, there's so many shops on Etsy you can just edit, there's Canva, there's a bunch of services that you don't have to pay someone to do that stuff.
While we're talking about average costs here, every wedding is an individual thing, and the data from The Knot shows that most couples believe the money they spend, whether it's a little or a lot, is worth it.
Yeah. I feel like it's all about communication. Couples have a certain amount of things that they want. I know I have friends that are like, all right, we got to have the open bar, or, certain things,
yes.
Or like the photographer you don't want to skimp on, but you got to find somewhere to save some money. It's just hard.
With everything costing so much more these days, you have to think, should I have a big wedding or maybe save for the down payment of the house to come after
do a little
the wedding? The wedding's just one day.
It's one of those great
together.
tests in a couple as to what hill you're willing to die on.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, man.
It's a good way to see if the marriage might work.